Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, crafters and craftettes. I'm so glad that you're here with me. I'm so glad that it's Friday because that means Craft Roulette is on tonight. Whoop, whoop. I know that's always an exciting thing for all of us who are obsessed with the show because let's be honest, it's an obsession, but a healthy one, definitely a healthy one. So tonight I'm going to go very quickly through my project, I hope, because I'm trying to be a wee bit ambitious. But first of all, I just want to say hello again to everybody in the chat. It's great to see you here. And anybody watching on the replay, it's great to have you back. We appreciate you. Hello to everyone. And thank you to, I think I saw Angie saying that she was watching Card Chaos on replay. So thank you for being part of the replay crew. Appreciate you, friend. Oh, hi, Carrie. I see you there. All right. So tonight we are going to be playing with some parameters from last week. However, oh, thank you for the nail compliment, Jay. I appreciate that. We are going to be playing with the parameters that are what I call Tracey Phillips chips parameters. They are the parameters that she wanted if she had gotten her way, which according to Mary, and I understand, Tracey gets her way often. So I was sorry that she didn't get all four parameters she wanted, but she did get A2. So we are also doing A2 because that was one of her chips parameters. And then for colors, she had asked for Aquarium. And then for the element, it was, oh gosh, did I totally just forget? Oh, it was Floral Cluster. And for the random, it is tearing. So those are the parameters that she had wished for, not the ones that she got entirely, but she did get A2. So yeah, she got part of what she wanted. Now, like I said, I'm being a little bit ambitious tonight. We are going to be making this stencil. I'm going to try to hold it up here. This is what I'm using as my floral cluster. This Ditzy Flowers wallpaper stencil. I have it linked below. And then this is the Dotted Swirls embossing cover die, both from Altenew, and then also the Sweet Expressions die set. I have this and this linked below. I'm so sorry. I couldn't find this. So I'm not sure if it's available anymore. I apologize if I feel bad using stuff that I can't find. So I'm sorry. But this is what we're going to do. And we're going to try to make a card that is fast, but we'll see. Because, okay, this is a scary part. This is a 7-layer stencil and I have 9 colors. 7 layers, 9 colors. We're going to see how this plays out. So I'm going to jump right in. So let's talk a little bit. I saw a couple questions. I apologize if I missed anything. And yes, Carrie, I agree. It is a gorgeous stencil. It's one of my favorites. So what was it? Oh, the question was Card Chaos. I did see that question, Jay. Card Chaos is a show that I host every Monday and soon to be once a month on Saturdays as well. It's Card Chaos, quarter-hour cards on Monday, where me and a guest, or a guest and me, we go on and we try to do cards with a certain theme in 15 minutes. It is a crafty, chaotic adventure every single week. And some weeks we make amazing cards. Some weeks I make wah-wah cards. And then some weeks you get stunners like what Carrie Rhodes just recently did. Go check out the episode. You'll be amazed at what she put together. It's incredible. So, all right, we're getting started here. There's layer 1. I'm not going to do any, I'm not going to like stop and do different shading and things like that like I normally would in different areas. I'm just trying to lay down some color and then see what shakes out. So we're going to make peace with however it turns out. It's going to be great. I'm determined. It is going to be great. All right. So let's talk Craft Roulette. Who is excited that it's Friday? I am so excited that it's Friday. It is my favorite day of the week, pretty much because of Craft Roulette. It's also technically the end of my work week, which, you know, I can't say that's a bad thing. I'm usually pretty okay with that too, but it is Craft Roulette day. So that is what makes it double and triple the fun for me. So what do we think? Did we get our vetoes in this month, members? Or this month, I mean this week. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot. I did remember, but I remembered too late, unfortunately. Oh, Jay, you said who's the guest? Do you mean for tonight's Craft Roulette? The guest tonight is Caitlin Anthony. And if you meant for Card Chaos, the guests are usually different every week. It's just different members of the craft community. Would love to have you on the show, Jay, if you're interested. But yeah, tonight's guest is Caitlin Anthony. So we have Caitlin Anthony fans in the house. I'm sure we do. She makes beautiful, beautiful cards. See, oh, Kalinda, you think you did the veto? Yeah, usually remember to veto either during Card Chaos or during in review. Perfect. perfect. I try to remember during interview, but I'm so busy like collecting the names and like trying to come up with puns that to do the summary, you know, that I do every week that I kind of, by the time I'm done, I forget. So then I'm like, oh gosh darn it, I forgot again. So I need to work on that. Yes, she is awesome, Jay. I totally agree. All right, let's go to layer number 3. Let's see if we can do this. I'm sweating this one a little bit. Like I said, it's 7 layers and 9 colors. So I'm wondering how much of this I'm actually going to be able to do, but I'm determined. I am determined. So we're going to make this happen. Now this stencil does have some etching in it, so you can kind of see the floral layers as they're developing underneath what you're doing. But I also have these here just as a little guide. Now I will say the Ton stamps came out with these amazing little stencil guides that hold off to the side like that. And they're fabulous. Problem is they're little and I tend to lose them. So I know they're around here somewhere, but I wasn't going to try to find them tonight. So my apologies, but they're around somewhere. All right, we're going to move to yellow. So like I said, I'm moving fast because this show is only until 6 o'clock, because at 6 o'clock we have a hard stop because that's Craft Roulette time. We need a bio break in between, maybe chance to grab our water, you know, pull our stretchy pants, make sure they're all fitting great, and then we can get on to the main event, which is Craft Roulette. I'm always so excited for Craft Roulette. So let's talk about the parameters tonight. Has anybody taken a look at Mr. Wheel to see what's out there currently? I meant to. I didn't get a chance to, but if you had your choice of what you would like to see coming from Mr. Wheel tonight, what would you like to see? If you could put your chips on any of the 4 categories, what would be your number 1 choice? I'm very curious to hear. I think, you know, I actually really like the parameter that Miss Tracey chose last week. I really like tearing. I think it's fun, and I think it gives it really great texture without a lot of effort, actually. So I'm kind of a fan of tearing, but so I would like to see if we could pull that tonight. That would be fun. Although I am doing it right now too, but that I'll be honest, that's kind of why I decided to do Tracey's druthers, if you will, from last week. Let's see. Oh, you didn't know we could look at Mr. Wheel? Yeah, we sure can. You can see the parameters ahead of time. It's always on the Craft Roulette website. Which, can we get a shout out, by the way, for Mr. Producer and how much incredible effort he has put into the Craft Roulette website? I'm just blown away by what he has managed to accomplish. Like, it's incredible. He has done so much work. Just wowzers. All right, let's see. Oh, Jill likes to tear stuff too. Nice. Oh, Joanne, you want to craft a purse? Oh, girl. We got a brave one in the house, friends. You want to craft a purse. Most people are like, hard pass, thanks anyway. So that's very interesting. I applaud your bravery on that one. I have some wonderful purse dies, and I have some nice sets, some that were given to me by friends, some from different stamp companies. But I'm just so nervous to make them, and I don't even know what it is about the purses that freak me out. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I need to figure it out. Face my fears. Come on, Irene, face your fears. Make a purse card. I think it's because I feel like I have to do a certain, I don't know, it has to be like elaborate. Does it have to be elaborate? Do you think it has to be elaborate? It probably doesn't, but I guess that's what I'm concerned about. I feel like it's supposed to be elaborate, and then I don't do it that way, and then I think I've like messed it up or something. Go figure. We all have these weird preconceived notions, don't we? Let's see here. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of color down. Now, this stencil has several different areas that you can do in a bunch of different colors. I am sticking with the parameters that Tracey chose last week, which were aquarium colors. So I was kind of going with like blues, yellows, greens, the kind of stuff that I tend to associate with an aquarium. But I'm trying to use the colors in the right areas, because there are some of these where I wouldn't want to put the same color over the whole stencil. So that's what I'm sort of trying to do, but you can see it developing here. All right. Oh, Linda likes tearing too. Nice. Okay, you've got to tell me. Have you done Whack-A-Stack? Oh, is that like to get through a bunch of pattern paper? Maybe. I'm fascinated. You gotta explain that one, Linda. Whack-A-Stack. That is not something I have ever heard of. I am completely intrigued. Whack-A-Stack. That sounds like something that I might need to put on a Card Chaos theme. I'm very, very intrigued. Although I don't think if it is what I think it is, I don't think we can get through a whole stack of pattern paper on card chaos. Wouldn't that be something though? We can do a lot in 15 minutes though, friends, as we've proven time and time again. We can do a whole lot in 15 minutes. Oh, I know the other thing I wanted to mention. Can we just talk for a minute about how cute Mr. Mike's little rainbow sweater is? I'm kind of obsessed, and I think he has the best style on the internet. I love that sweater. And yes, he might have been a little bit naked the week before, but still, this rainbow sweater was fabulous, and I'm here for it. I think I need to take style advice from Mr. Mike. So good. All right, let's see here. We're going to, oh, I did not mean to do that. Did I mean to do that? I did not mean to do that. All right, we're going to hold that for a second. We're going to go back to our middle ink color, and I'm going to go in with my blues in the centers here just to try to make sure that I have those covered, because I think those are the only spots that needed blue. Like I said, there are some spots on the stencils where you want to make sure you're looking at what the actual element of it is so that you're coloring the right part. All right, now I'm going to go in with lemongrass. And I never know with lemongrass, for those of you who like Concord 9th inks, do you think lemongrass is a yellow or is it a green? Because I always kind of get stuck on this one. I'm like, is it yellow? Is it green? I mean, it's kind of like, it's a lemon green, I guess you could say. But I kind of get stuck because I'm not sure if I should use my yellow brush for it or my green brush. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. It's a little too dark for my yellow brush, but a little too light for my green brush. So I don't know. I would love some advice on that one. Okay. Oh, Jay says he personally hope he's decorated for the Mary Claus episode. Aren't we all excited for the Mary Claus episode? Oh, is that, did I see Arlene in there? I thought I did. It might have scrolled by. But yes, I absolutely love Mr. Mike's outfits. He is one snazzy piece of electronics. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to get all these different little pieces. Although, if you recall, we're tearing tonight, so I don't necessarily need to cover this whole panel, but I'm doing as best I can. Okay, Nani says it's green, yellow, or yellow, green. Yeah, it is sort of like prickly pear. I agree. That's where I'm kind of just not sure if I should be using a yellow brush or a green brush. And I don't like mixing my colors. I like having, a brush for each color family. So it's kind of, I don't know, I get a little bit thrown off on what I should be doing there. All righty. So I didn't see anybody mention if you had any particular druthers for tonight, which I keep saying druthers, but does everybody know what that means? I don't know if that's just a my family kind of word or if that's something that's out in the world and everybody knows what it means. Just in case you don't, to have your druthers means like if you say I'd rather have this or I'd rather do that, it's your druthers, I'd rather do this. So that's kind of where your druthers come from. So they're trips parameters, your druthers. Yes. Oh, Linda knows what that means. Good. Okay. So it's not just my family that talks like that. Good to know. Good to know. I was worried for a second. All right. Perfect. I never know what's dialectical, but that's why language is so interesting, that we all have like these different, versions of what we've learned and what we say. And it's just fascinating to me. Part of why Craft Roulette is so interesting, because we have our own language. I mean, we have skewt and we have mesk and we have zoifold and we have, oh gosh, what else do we have? Fill me in, friends. What other words do we have? Okay, Angie, thank you. That is a normal word. Good. I always worry. I never know. Because it's weird for me, because for those of you who don't know, or maybe you do know, I don't know, English is not my first language. I grew up partially in Greece, and Greek was my first language. So I always wonder sometimes, I'm like, am I saying words that are like a mishmash of Gringlish or am I saying something that everybody knows and it's just normal? I'm never 100% sure. So I always like to just double check myself, make sure I'm not sounding like a little bit of a weirdo over here, not using words that anybody uses. And yes, ope is very much in my vocabulary, Jason. I'm Midwest girl. We definitely have ope all over the place. Totally agree with that one. All right, let's go back and add, let's go ahead and go into our darkest yellow. We're going to add some Stardust. I'm still going here. I'm still trying to do all the different things here. Ope for sure. Yep, you got it. All right, let's do this. All right, let me go. And so just as a heads up too, for those who missed Card Chaos on Monday, I I did announce that we're doing a new version of Card Chaos, because Card Chaos is basically like a blanket term for different kind of card game shows, I guess, for the lack of a better word. I love games. I love card making, all that good stuff. So that's what Card Chaos is, kind of the blanket term. So we have quarter hour cards that's on Mondays. And then we are going to be doing once a month on Saturdays, we're going to be doing Card Chaos, Put the Case in Chaos, CAS. And it's going to be where the same concept of myself and a guest, we're going to go on and we're going to mail each other cards that we've made that the other cannot open until we are on, thank you, Angie, quarter hour left. Got it. We cannot do, what am I trying to say? We can't open the cards until we are live. So we are going to open the cards live, and then we are going to share them and see if we can case them live. And then, of course, the chat, not the chatterbox, but the people in the chat can do it along with us, and we can all try to see what we can accomplish together. Oh gosh, okay, I did not mean to do that because I covered up one of my center flowers. Okay, see, this is why I can't do the big green one on there. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. The little green one. All right, we're getting going here. Like I said, you kind of gotta keep an eye on exactly where your stencils are and what layers you're on, or what images you're on, so that you are using the right color combos. All right, we're getting there. This is a really pretty stencil though, and it's pretty straightforward to use for the most part. Like I said, it might take a little bit of forethought as to what color combos you want to use, because again, 7 layers, but I have 9 colors, because I basically did 3 color families. I did 3 yellows, 3 blues, and 3 greens. So it's not too difficult to try to come up with good colors for that. All right, let's see here. Oh, you like the colors together? Thank you. Thanks, Jill. I hope it's going to be fun. Even though it is going to be once a month on Saturdays, we're having a kickoff episode on New Year's Eve. So we're going to be doing a New Year's Eve episode with Chelsea, as we all know, Miss Inky Stamper, our resident glitter bubble from Craft Roulette. She is going to be my first guest on casing a card, on Card Chaos, Put the Case in Chaos. And we are going to be casing each other's cards that we do not know what they look like, and we're going to be doing them live. So we will see how they turn out. I'm gonna probably use one of her stamps, because I love any opportunity to use her stamps. They're really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And she's always a delight. She's a good friend and just a wonderful person, and a delight to craft along with. So let's see here. All right. So how did everybody do yesterday? I know for those of you who celebrated, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Was it a good time? Did you rest? Did you see some family? I did a little of both for the most part. My mom is here visiting, and from Ohio, and so that's wonderful. We get to spend some time with her, and she's here because, well, for the holiday for one, but also because my brother is getting married next week. And yes, John, everything is Greek to me. You are absolutely right about that. So my brother's getting married next week in Disney World. So we are driving down to Disney World on late Monday, early Tuesday, and we are going to go as a family and go see my brother get married. So I am working on his centerpieces. I'm a little stressed out, but in a good way. I'm excited to help him out, but working on the centerpieces currently, and hoping to have everything done and put in the car and transported carefully and all that good stuff. So I got to be very careful, because I don't want to ruin the centerpieces after all the work that's going into them. So I'm going to be careful on that, but it's a lot of pressure to try to do something that's so important to somebody for their wedding day. So I really hope I don't let them down. I'm really hoping. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you did see family. Nice. Good. I'm glad you did. That's good. And for those who don't celebrate, I just hope you had a nice, restful start to what is usually, a weekend that we don't often have work. Although my husband did work yesterday. No, he didn't work yesterday. He was working right now, actually. He's working all weekend, actually. But he is going to be home Monday night, and then we're on vacation after that. I am still doing my Card Chaos live Monday night, though. So, I like to live dangerously. Hey, I see a rogue Miss Mary in the chat. There's our intrepid hostess, or host, however you'd like to say it. Let's see here. Okay, I think this is the last layer of this stencil. All right, I think we're getting there. This may not be a 15-minute card, but considering how many layers and how many colors, I'm kind of proud of myself at the moment. All right, let's see here. I see you, Natasha. Hello. Vicky and Roberta, and oh my gosh, so many wonderful people in the chat. It's so good to have you all here. All right, this is the final stencil. How pretty is this? I mean, seriously, isn't that just a beautiful stencil? These are my aquarium colors to go with what Tracey had chosen last week. And we're doing the A2 because she chose the A2. And then this is our floral cluster that she had mentioned. And we are also going to do some tearing. All right, so moving along. Now, I like to do something that might be a little bit odd to some, and it's not something that I always trust all the time. Oh, thank you, Mary. I'm glad you like it. I worry about doing this technique sometimes, but I'm going to do it anyway. We are going to emboss, or deboss, I should say, the entire surface of this panel. So I'm just going to lay it down on this debossing folder, because I always worry when it comes to stenciling, like, do I want to then take it and put another pattern on top of it, or is that going to ruin everything? I always hesitate, but I think this is going to work. I think it's going to work because it's a subtle enough look to it that I think it's going to be okay. Oh, you guys think it's gorgeous? Thank you. Thank you. All right, here's the big reveal. Let's see how this worked. All right, so you can see the debossing pattern on this side. Oh, come on. I wish I had Miss Mary's talent where she can just draw whatever comes to mind. I do not, so I have to rely on the tools of the trade, if you will, because I do not have a talented drawing bone in my body. All right, so it's very subtle, but there we go. Can you see that pattern? Isn't that cool? Yay, Caitlin will be joining us soon. Woo woo. I'm excited. We will see you all shortly in the slideshow too. All right, so there's the pattern. I know that is always a fear too, struggling to actually tear this after stenciling, but we're going to do it. We're going to be brave. All right, we ready? Oof. Here we go. We're going to tear it. Wait, do we want to tear this side? Do we want to tear this side? This side? How do we want to tear it? Do we want to tear this way? Yes, we're going to tear it this way. Okay. We're going to start right about here. And we're going to go. Here we go. We're tearing. Now, when you're tearing something too, you can tear it a couple different ways. Ooh, look at that. I tore it. You can tear it to where if you tear it towards you, it reveals this white, like inside the paper kind of border, or you could tear it away from you, which then keeps the white on this side and only your color on this side. So just a heads up. And I did see that earlier. Yes, UFTA is definitely also in my vocabulary. All right, so now I'm going to do just a little bit of this iridescent shimmer. I'm just going to drop some on here for a little bit of sparkle. I don't think I want to do it on my whole card. I just want to do it on this part here. Just a little bit of extra something. Let me zoom in a little bit because I feel like I'm too far away. There we go. All right. Oop. Amanda is ready for Craft Roulette tonight. Me too, friend. Me too. I am so excited. Make sure, too, everybody, that you hop over to Craft Roulette's affiliate sponsors page, the spin sponsors page, because it is, of course, Black Friday here in the US, and there are so many sales happening. And there are, if you were planning on shopping anyway, it would be awesome if you would support Craft Roulette and help make sure that this crafty goodness stays on the air for a good long time. At least until Miss Mary's sick of all of us. Just kidding. I don't see that happening. She has too good of a heart. But, all right, let's see here. What's my time? 5:54. All right, we have 6 minutes. 6 minutes. All right, so we're sticking this one down. Let's see here. All right. So we're putting this right about there. Okay. Hey, I stuck the landing. Look at me. All right. That doesn't always happen, but I'll take it when it does. Okay, and then this is going to be, this little silver thanks is going to be our sentiment down here, and it's going to fill in part of this blue area. All right, I think I'm actually going to finish this card, friends. Now, granted, this isn't card chaos, though. I don't have to do everything on the fly. I can have some things prepared in advance, like this, which is already cut out and layered up. So we're going to go ahead and stick this right about here, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty straight, doesn't it? I think it does. I think we're pretty good there. Press it down. All right, and then I think I can just take pretty much any card base. I think I've got one right here. Here we go. Oh, it just broke half the things in my craft room. That's not good. That is not good. Okay, any volunteers to come like help me organize and clean this place? Because good grief. Chaos really isn't just the name of my show. It is actually my life. I live the brand. Let me tell you, everything about me is chaotic. I don't mean for it to be. And I have my quiet moments, but ooh, I'm walking chaos. All right, here we go. We have a card base. I think we're good. I hope I did not just break that glass jar. I keep my alcohol ink in a glass jar, so I'm going to be really upset if I just smashed it to the ground. Or not my alcohol ink, I'm sorry, my alcohol that I use for cleaning. All right, here we go. Drop this down. It's 5:56. Hey, I think we're doing okay. All right, let's get this on here. Okay. Card's done, everybody. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. Let me just kind of wiggle it back into place just a wee bit. All right. Here we go. We are Denzo. All right. Oh, you volunteered to come pet Ollie? Yes, please do. Please do, because we definitely need him to be distracted if I'm going to actually get anything accomplished ever. All right, so let's go over the parameters one more time. We borrowed Miss Tracey Phillips' druthers from last week, her chip parameters. So we have the Aquarium or A2 card, which she did get. That's pretty cool. So I got the A2 card. And then we have the Aquarium colors, which I went with like blue waters and yellow fishies and some, greenery, like the seaweed and things like that. So that's our Aquarium. And then silver, maybe the mechanics of the Aquarium. And then we've got the floral clusters, which I use this stencil for all the floral clusters. It's all a bunch of flowers on here. And then the last element was tearing, which y'all watch me do live. I did not cheat. There it is. So here we go, friends. This is the official card based on Miss Tracey's druthers. I would love to see what she would have made if she'd gotten all of the things that she had chosen. But still, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. So let's see. My son has 3 fish tanks in his room. Can confirm your colors match. Hey, all right. Ooh, Natasha, I'd love it if you cased this with some pattern paper. That'd be awesome. Pattern paper is actually, that would have saved me so much more time. But as it turns out, I think we did okay on time, friends. Like we really did. We did pretty well today. So I would love to see your cased version. And if anybody else crafted along with me or used Miss Tracey's parameters to make your own card, please feel free to share it in the Card Chaos Facebook group. I haven't asked yet if it's okay to share it in Craft Roulette. I definitely meant to ask her and I just forgot. So I will ask if that's okay for us to share in the Craft Roulette group as well. But for now, feel free to share it in the Card Chaos group or just tag me. I'd love to see what you create as well. So, all right, friends, I think we're good for now. I'm going to go ahead and sign off a little bit early, and we are going to hop over to Craft Roulette and make sure that we are celebrating the roulette of the Friday. It is the Friday roulette season. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to see each other's cards in the slideshow. Thank you so much for watching and for playing along with me and for supporting me trying to get this 7-layer stencil with 9 different colors done. So, all right, friends, thank you so much. Happy Fun Friday. Hop over to Craft Roulette and I'll see you in the chatter box. Have fun. Bye.